to the port city of Mobile, Alabama, here at Hancock-Whitney Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the 68th Ventures Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on a team from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Troy's offense takes the field to start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Looking to throw, it's Stanley. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Out of the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk with the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now they'll run the draw. Shakes off the defender. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
We got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job by the offense, hitting you with the draw, with the unexpected. Nice job getting a big game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. To the 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Northern Illinois will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that...
Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Stanley.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Defense in press coverage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yo, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short in the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
When you have have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Plows through the defense. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've reached the break. Northern Illinois holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man, it's Stanley. With the catch, it's Wallace. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires on the move. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Oh, they're after him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Worley. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the middle. It's caught. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Gets it out quickly. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Troy!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he makes the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Going right to work up top. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Stanley. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting a QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Finds his man. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Trojans will punt this one away. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass, kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Inside the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Here comes the heat. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Snap to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it there in Mobile, just another typical 68 Ventures Bowl. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the 68 Ventures Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. We are locked up to start the second half. And, guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. Two very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second.
Snatches it on the run. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They call the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Looking down the middle. He's got it. First down and more. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback...
There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's 3rd down. Gives it on the option. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Nice run. Great job by the running back. Making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up a 4th and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
Trying to keep the drive alive. At the 45 on his way. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
I know there's a lot of people out there when they see 4th and inches, they're thinking QB sneak, push, but not this offense. They've got conventional ways. They can turn around, hand the football off, and rip off an explosive play like they did there.
Right down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Grant behind the line. It's whirling. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wide open downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. Time to see who's going to head into the offseason with a big W as we start the final period. This is a huge play. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He says a lot of guys
turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral them back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Rush is on him. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hauls it in. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Trojans send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the 1st down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Caught in the backfield. It's Adams. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here it would be a 58-yarder. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Gives it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Pulls and fired complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
They'll run it on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw. It's Stanley. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure will get there. The sack down. in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Gotta find a completion on this one. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand.